Don't laugh. Right.
Why you always gotta say something?
Guys, I know you're gonna laugh.
But if you don't say nothing one day, I just might not do it.
Can I have some candy?
Get a little bit. I'm sorry, y'all. It's me. What is up? Guaranteed here. As y'all can tell, Zaire is back. He has said hi. If y'all can't hear him.
Do it matter what I get? Mama?
You ain't nobody's mama.
Never mind. I'm eating chips.
What is up? What is up? What is up? It is Talk to Me Tuesdays. That means y'all be doing the talking and then I just chime in. Talk to Me Tuesdays is more so advice. So you say what you want to know about and then I'm just kind of giving advice. We might pull some cards. It might just be a conversation. It'll be a group conversation. We can just learn from each other. Let's try that, okay? Something different. I feel like I should turn this. Oh, shoot. I don't know. Hey. Why? What's wrong with you? What's going on with y'all? I can't even fuck with you. Go ahead, gangster. Hey, B. Collins.
Hey, B. Collins.
Hey, Nay.
Hey, Nay.
I know y'all can hear Zion in the back. I'm not sure what that means. B. Collins, Britt Collins said hey. And Nay said Haza. I'm not sure what this 24-month flop is. I'm sorry, I don't speak that language. What does that mean? I'm sorry, I'm drinking hot tea. Well, why are you sad?
Yeah, I said.
Okay, so let's explore this. We got Nay, okay? So we're starting with Nay, and Nay is saying that Nay is sad, and I don't believe that, okay? And I'm going to tell you why you're not sad. We're going to look at a way to flip this around, okay? It's like a wine and win Wednesday. So you won't be sad. Yes, you did find out that he's got this time, right? But you also know that within this time, he is given a chance to do one of two things. Like you were given a chance to do one of two things. Just turn yourself around. So, or just kind of keep accepting the same old things. So if it's giving you, it's creating a boundary that you actually needed. You really needed it. So like, let's remove the fact from the sun because the sun really doesn't know anything. Like it or not. Sun doesn't know anything. Sun only knows the energy that you carry. That's how we raise our kids, energetically. Before they're speaking our actual English language, we speak to them energetically. They know when we're down, what we got going on, when we're frazzle dazzle, right? So you're not necessarily sad for him. You're kind of actually sad for you. Some part of you have to identify with what part of you still long for a little bit of connection or communication there. And then understand that the reason that it probably went that way is to create a boundary that you probably wouldn't have created had it gone another way. That way, this person is given a chance to not only do right by you and the kid, but themselves. So they're actually getting a lot of the help that they need as well. So let's not be sad that someone ended up... It's almost like checking yourself into a hospital. Only you don't get the opportunity to say how long they have to be there. And I know why jail is not an ideal place. It is still a place where his consequence, where his actions, lends for consequence. What you laughing at? And you said you don't believe what? Hey, CJ.
Hey, CJ.
Zaire says, hey, CJ. CJ has talked to me Tuesday, so you say what you want to talk about. You say how you feeling, whatever it is that you wanted to explore, we're going to explore. You said that you didn't believe that I would say. I don't think that you're sad. I think that you wanted to be able to control a situation, and then you realized that you couldn't, like it was beyond everybody's control. And so, like, you were, yes.
I think she's crying.
Is she crying? She's okay. I think you wanted to be able to control a situation that really was beyond everybody's control. And it was like you were hoping for something. You were really hoping for something that, it's weird. You were hoping for something and hoping that it would, that's the part I don't get. You were technically hoping that, it was like, I was just hoping that he got a little time, like not 2 years. It's like, it's weird because you was hoping maybe like 6 months, maybe a year or something. And then like, the fact that it's like more time, it was like, that's why I said you're not really sad, because you was hoping for time, but just like not time, because you was like, oh, this fool needs some time to kind of, figure some shit out, why. But just, that's it. So you're sad, but you're not. Brett Collins, did you have a something that you wanted to talk about for your Tuesday? If she has not posted pictures of her haircut, hopefully she has. Go to Brittany Collins' page and check out that haircut on her, because it's bomb as fuck. Y'all gotta talk to me. That's what Talk to Me Tuesdays is. Y'all doing the same thing y'all did last week. Not talking. That's where the fun is, where you stashed them.
No, I just got them from up there.
I don't believe it.
I just got them from up there.
See what I'm saying? Only on Snapchat. You need to post out on this page, because it's bomb as fuck. I wish I would have took a picture with your ass when I seen you.
Also, we're at a Gushers. So who ate up all of them? Because I didn't have none.
I didn't even have one either.
Kaya, I don't know if she
that's it?
opened
That
it
had to
up.
be it?
I don't know if she opened
Hey,
it up,
Kenyatta.
but I know she had some.
You need to post, Brittany Collins, your, Javala, have you seen Brittany's haircut, like, in live and in person? If you have, tell her that she needs to post that motherfucker everywhere, because that shit is on. Yeah, I'm fooling with them. Ain't that motherfucker on though? Did you see it though? Ain't it on? Tell her she need to post that motherfucker everywhere. I seen that in the Virtue last weekend.
You what?
I did. You need to leave one. You can't just snatch all of them. Anyway, y'all, it's Talk to Me Tuesday. So y'all see the order that y'all came in, or you can get skipped if you feel like you don't have anything to talk about. But I just talked to Nay. Brittany, I don't know what she wants to talk about yet. CJ said that she was just stopping through to show love because I don't know. She's just the pretty one. She's just the cute girl that just has a lot of hugs and love to go around. So I like CJ. I love the fact that she doesn't wear hardly any makeup. I don't know. Let's take a little CJ moment since she said she didn't have nothing to say. So we'll take a little CJ moment while Brittany's working on her question. I like CJ because she doesn't wear a lot of makeup. She doesn't like to show off a lot of her body, and when she does, it is strategic. She has a very nice sense of style. She plays with a lot of different textures and styles, a lot of different colors. She's not afraid of that. Any type of hair, she's not afraid of that, and I mean that in style, color. Her face can basically pull off just about anything. I don't know, she's fun, very classy. I've never really seen her get out of control. I've seen CJ. She does party promoting. She does bartending. She does bottle girl service and modeling. You name it. She's all of the above. I should have led with modeling. I'm sorry, CJ. But she has that, you know, that personality, but you never see her get sloppy with it. And if you see her getting angry, it's usually out of protection, like she's breaking something up. She's not in the center of the drama. That's not her. So she grew up a lot, and I don't know her to say that she grew up. Oh, you got a lot of people stepping forward saying, honey, no, you just don't even understand. Like, CJ really, really is scared about going after something, but when she does, it's about to be dope. So CJ is awesome. But anyway, after CJ is Kenyatta and then Javala. So if y'all, hey Jazz, it is Talk to Me Tuesdays. Y'all have to talk to me. Meaning, when it's your turn, you need to have a question or have a topic or have a something. Hey Sharita. Yeah. Zaire says, hey Sharita. Good. Brittany, it's on you. Brittany Collins ain't said a thing about a thing. I didn't even see you. Where you at? Do you know anyone who can help me start off kids book? When you say kids books, what I would do when you say that, do you have a concept of like a line of books? Not just saying you wanted to just show black and brown folks doing, you know, something other than whatever, but what are they doing? You know what I mean? You delve heavy into the arts, so are you writing a collection of books about little black kids that do different things with the arts? I know me and you thrived at writing, dancing, you at drawing, me at coloring, and use of colors. So I, you know, like, so what is the outline that you're going? So before I introduce you to somebody, you would have to have a makeup of where you want to go. They wouldn't want to build your idea. They would want to help you expand on it. So what is it that you're trying to bring to life? What story are you telling? Are you telling triumphant stories? Is it getting bullied? Is it different types of hair? Is it weight? Is it not being able to communicate, as far as like even with the parents? Like, we watch our kids struggle to know how to communicate with us because they're walking on a fine line of what we call being punished and what they call being understood. So their words can only go so far before we're saying they're disrespectful. So like, what's the navigation there? So it's like a chapter book or like a... So you have a full concept and you have the word, you know, you have it written out and whatnot, and what you want it to, you know, you have it as far as like what you wanted to say. Hey Shell. Hey Nitra.
Hey, Shell.
Zaire says, hey Shell. Shell says, hey Za. Britt, I would get that full concept that you have of your book. So you says the concept is built around your daughter. Ask her how she wants to word it. Because mind you, it's a children's book, so children would need to understand it more so than adults. I know sometimes they'd be like, why did they word it like it? It's like, they doesn't even read right. It don't read right to us because we speak different. Reads right to them because they communicate different. So I would look more so, I keep telling y'all, the youngest person in the room is the smartest person in the room. So before you link up with somebody else that want to tell you what kids think that won't be a kid themselves, I can't trust it. You have to have a kid in the room if you're writing children's books, because y'all too scared to be a kid. Somebody told y'all had to grow up, and then y'all put away childish things. But being a kid is where it's at. Is what y'all always say. I wish I was a kid again. Do that. Have some fun. Live a little. But you won't let your mind wander back there. So I would definitely pick your daughter's brain about that. I would do that as far as illustration, how the kids look. Like when she says no, you know, if they say make this person taller, make them shorter, make them, you know what I mean? Like all this, I would listen to every bit of that creativity, because they know what kids want to see. Like Javala said, honey, she will tell you what she won't. Done and done. That's it. Especially if she's the muse, I would definitely want to hear her input. If she is the muse, I would definitely want to full on listen to what she has to say. So start there. And I'm willing to bet something that she says, even the little funny parts. You know, that's how they get the little funny things. It's like, oh, when you flip the page and you be like, dang, I wonder what she's about to say. And then she ends up saying, you be like, dang, I did not think she was going to say it. And then you, as the adult, end up laughing. You be like, dang, these little kids is funny. Most of the time, the little kids is writing the books. Like, adults is just taking kid conversation and putting it into that form. So, try that. Get that idea going before, the only person that I know that writes books, and I'm going to put his name in here. His name is Sherman Smith. He is an author. He was at the Virtue when we was there. I'll have to find his Instagram or something to tag you or whatever. But Sherman and who am I thinking? Sherman would be the closest person here because Alidra lives in St. Louis. But Sherman is the only person here that I can think of off the top of my head that not only does he draw, you know what I mean, he's a published author and whatnot, and he's really awesome with wordage. He has kids. He's a very active father, so he knows how to listen and bring ideas to life. He's really cool. Very supportive when it comes to his kids, just trying anything. So yeah, I will get you his information. But his name is Sherman Smith. Desiree. Yeah, see, Jasmine knows somebody. I told y'all we about helping each other up in here. Now CJ's lying ass done lying. Now here she back now and seeing she got a question. She says, this is weird. Can you help me figure out why I keep dreaming about the same person? If not every night, every other night. I keep seeing general readings say that someone is going to reach out. And I had a dream that they did. Is this the type of... I can ask the question. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, you feel free to ask what you want. And it was perfect timing because it's actually your turn. So, CJ... they're doing this, and to me this is a wrap up. You feel like you're in a whirlwind of a bunch of, it's weird because you're standing in a very familiar but unfamiliar space. That's what it feels like. So to me it feels like wrapping up cycles. So it's like seeing old people, old places, old situations, and new people, places, and situations, and then it's you having the vision that you do have right now, which is very different of saying, you listen to yourself different and you listen to people different. So it's kind of like weeding out the no's, I don't want. So I think if energetically you're calling somebody back in, it's either to wrap up a cycle or it's the beginning of a new one. That's what that would be. You keep saying calling it a wrap, so I'm not sure what that is. Hey, Jennifer. Okay, let's see. Who's next? Kenyatta is next. After Kenyatta is Javala. After Javala is Jasmine Early. And then Sharita, Nitra, Shell, Desiree, and then Jennifer. And I do apologize if I missed anybody. It's like usually when we know that we have great things coming, CJ, usually you always say, oh man, as soon as I got this coming, here goes some bullshit from the past one pop up on a bitch and see if she, you know what I'm saying, like when it's trying to mess everything up. So with the fact that we think like that, we call in old energy. And then sometimes, since we know that we can't stand the sight of that person's face, so the universe would never really shove this person back in our face, or maybe they literally would shove this person back in our face, or we call that person in energetically, so they remind you of someone that you've already wrapped shit up with, and you like, I done said I'm gonna wrap some shit like this up before. So then you're like, that's where you're kind of stuck in a rock in a hard place. And when I say that, that could be, like I said, friends, relationships, work wise, or whatever. Even working with the same type of people. Like, no, I worked with a funny bitch like you before. I worked for some people funny like that before. Like, I had asked about my money and they had said something similar to that, and then it turned out that the bitch didn't get paid for, like, you know what I'm saying, couple 4 weeks. And so I don't do funny business. I do straight answers. Can you, do you, or do you not? You know, kind of is you ain't type shit. So, for you, I would say be careful of a mind. Hold on, CJ. They want to pull you something. Oh. CJ said, honey, because look, I've been changing and I have been growing and I just don't have the time. Like, I am really honed in. You said I've been changing, I've been growing. I really don't have the time. I'm really focused on you really are focused on your passion right now, CJ, and I love that. It's like you haven't found out how to bring.
You see that stranger?
Yeah.
He's so scary.
Mm-hmm. To me, anyway. So change it.
My house and do like this. Look.
That's funny. You've been changing and you've been, okay, and they want this card too. Working on your passion. You keep wondering why things aren't quite coming in as you please, like as you would please them to be. But you haven't quite learned how to let your change and your passion show exactly who you are without being afraid of it. That's what you got here. You got allowance and Rebecca. Gonna read these two, 5s and 9s. So the 5s would be transformation, the 9s are divine. It's kind of stepping into oneself, just about wrapping up, just kind of, getting ready and doing the last little final touches. That's the 9. But the Rebecca, that 32 as a 5, it's a transition. It's kind of still searching for something and still also not being afraid of it at the same time. So it's kind of like you're sticking your hand out but pulling it back. Says the frequency of Rebecca supports our ability to use our consciousness to transverse into other layers of realities and dimensions. It activates our access to our Akashic inheritance, as well as merging the totality of our experiences into our present to serve our highest purpose. And that's just basically saying, it's like how you said. That's the thing. So then it's the allowance. The frequency of allowance invites us to be open to whatever comes our way without judgment, without opinion, without fear, and without resistance. When we allow, the universe becomes a partner in this wondrous dance of existence and expansion. That's what I said. So if it should be to come bring it up. Like what I told to Brittany, if you're coming back with it should be to come and bring it up. But you can't be scared to show somebody who you are. Like, including you. Like, you can't be you just some of the time, if that makes any sense. It's like I'm afraid if people see that that I act different, that I move different, that things are different, that I'm not willing. You know what I'm saying? Like, look. It's like a completely different change. And it's like where you're throwing your time into, it really should be your passion. That's what's going to change. That's where you find that soul time. Frequency of soul time allows the possibility of a new reality to emerge, one that embraces the concept that while the corporal body is mortal, the soul is timeless, limitless, and infinite. So that's what you're working towards. Just something different, stepping out of that old body. People be like, she's brand new. I am. Thank you for noticing that everything is different. Whether you gain a little weight, lose a little weight, whether people are like, did she get work done? No. I just I see myself different, so you have to see me the way I see me. That's where that power comes from. That's where that empowerment comes from, to show who you really are. Your solar plexus chakra supports your willpower, your sense of self, your personal power, as well as knowing of who you are and what you contribute to the world. That has to be empowering to push out. But if you're saying you're allowing this person to spin the block, y'all are so funny with you. Y'all think I'm funny, but you all's verbiage is absolutely hilarious to me. Will never grow on me, but I love listening to it. That allowance card is what's going to help you, CJ. Without judgment, without fear. You can't be saying I'm with them to spin the block, but what if we still don't get it right? What if I'm not going to, what if nothing really comes? Oh, that's funny. They cut it at the birth. The birth and the romantic love. Like, what if nothing even comes from this? What if nothing comes of this person spinning? But you can't go into it with a bunch of fears. If you want something, you have to say, this is what I want. And you're doing it with a smile, because you know that you've changed. You know this. In your head, you have a whole new concept on life, on how you talk to people, how you treat people, how you do business, how you carry yourself, how you dress, how you look, how you act, the whole nine, right? Stand in your transition, because if you don't, then you walk into it like, where is this? Like, I've been dreaming about this nigga for the last 600 years. Like, where is you at? The problem is that if you walk into it with all those fears, that's what it's gonna be. That's the hard part. I don't know. Somebody keeps saying you've changed, so now would be the, oh, that's cool. They said you've changed, so now, oh, look. So now would be the time to tell yourself that you have. That way, you can get your man. And it could be a real type of love. Not you realizing it's a put on for the world and don't nobody understand it. That's not what it is. It's going to be your miracle. Nobody has to see what it is. It's your miracle. That perception of how somebody else sees who this person is, it can be distorted. Don't worry about what people are going to think. If you let this, you went back to, I sure did. That's where my heart was. That's what I wanted. So I don't have to prove nothing to this world, just to myself. That's what I want. So yeah, tell yourself that you've changed. Stand in it. Stand on it. It's going to be very pretty once you decide to stop freaking out. And just know that old people resurface with new faces too. So it may not necessarily be this person, but you might get a person that reminds you of that person, and then you can get it right with them. Kenyatta is next, and then Javala. Kenyatta, if you have a question. After Javala is Jasmine. Oh, the reason for the red. My girls dyed their hair red. They asked me to dye mine red too. So I did. Nikayla dyed some of her locks red, and Sky dyed the very ends of her hair, or half of her hair red. The rest of it is her natural hair color, brown. Javala or Kenyatta or somebody. Where are all the comments going? Oh, that's super cool. I'm happy to hear that, Javala. Mm-hmm.
That's with Mom. So with his brother. Her name is Kylie.
Javala, somebody keeps saying you got hematite, fluorite, and cocoxanite. It's grounding, learning, and new beginnings. Somebody is saying this is some stuff that you're just now learning, where you're worried about your kid. Things that he is going through is things that you're just now learning, because the cards that he got is Boji stones, coprite, emerald, and protection. And that is balance, rites of passage, compassion, and protection. He keeps saying, just let me do my job. Like, you can't be literally working on you if you're worried about me. And being worried about anything is a slowdown. I get it. You're learning. I've been doing this. Can you just... I'm telling you that I'm fine because I understand what this is. That's what he keeps saying. I'm telling you that I'm fine because I understand what this is. I understand what I'm going through. I just need you to trust me. Just kind of, if something goes too far, I know that you're there, but you're not even trying to be flexible with it. You're just energetically, all you keep sending is, I don't know, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Sheer panic. It's hard to navigate through that energetically. That's from your son. Yeah, he says, in order to make all of this work, you got Morganite and red jasper, relationship healing, and healthy boundaries. You really have to trust me. We're going to have this in each other. We're going to have this in each other. Oh. He said, we're learning it. That's pretty cool. Who was it? Kenyatta, or Kenyatta was before you. I didn't see him say anything. Javala, Jasmine, and then Nitra. No, I'm lying. Jasmine, and then Sharita, and then Nitra. Shell, Desiree, and Jennifer. So I should see questions in this thing. That's not what Talk to Me Tuesdays is about. Didn't you look? Talk to Me Tuesdays is about y'all. That's what I'm trying to do. Give everybody their time to shine. Normally I get on here and I just start telling y'all about what I pick up on. That's not what I wanted to do. I was trying to be different. Trying to spice it up, if you will. Okay, well, word it how you want to. We will figure it out. What's this about? It's got soul connection, Crystal, and it's a lovers. What's this about? At the bottom is Rondo Crowsight. It's the acceptance card. What are you accepting, Jasmine? Haven't gone through the spiritual awakening, but you set up a boundary somewhere, gave you power, because it definitely did this. Got your rites of passage going. You got your protection moving heavy for you in your direction. The healer card, the protection card, and rites of passage. So you unlocked something. I don't know what portal you jumped through, but you made it on the ass end of it. Whatever healthy boundary you set in place definitely gave you some power. Somebody said not quite walking through the awakening yet, but at least you're standing in that portion of that energy. That's awesome. That's beautiful. What you got going? I don't know. Whatever you learn, it sounds like self-acceptance. You found something out about yourself is what it feels like. Look, and that acceptance didn't go anywhere, but then they cut, and you got purification, life's purpose, and, well, life's purpose is in the reverse, but you got compassion. Somebody says you're really trying to learn something about yourself. This is beautiful. Everybody send like little hearts or whatever you, however you do this little thing for Jasmine. I promise y'all that's really dope, because she, that's really dope stuff. For real, for real. I like it. Stop laughing at me. I'm serious. That first level of self-acceptance, as dude, soon as I went to go down, there it was. That first level of self-acceptance, that first experience, that first eye-opening experience, hence that's purple, to that self-love experience. Oh my God. Once you finally get that shit right, it feels like meeting yourself for the first time. It feels like meeting yourself for the first time. That inner child card, it is, I don't know, it is a very fulfilling feeling is how Jasmine feels. She keeps feeling like she's got a breath of fresh air. It's got relaxation and abundance. It's like she's not sure what's coming, but she still knows that first card that she got shining, that she's literally shining through it. She doesn't have to share portions of herself in order to connect with somebody. This trust that she's learning is going to bring a joy that she's never known. Somebody is definitely seeing to that. Congratulations for when you decide to get your pet. I'm not sure what it's going to be. Somebody keeps saying it's something weird. Or you name it something weird. Congratulations, Jasmine. That's absolutely gorgeous. It's building heavy this. Grounding. You think that you're not doing it, but I promise you, you are. This is awesome. Hold on, you. I'm sorry. I have to check my phone. It could be one of my children. It is not.
Mom.
Yes.
Mom, what did you do this? He did that.
He did.
Yeah, he did for this. Kyrie, listen. Kyrie, stay with me.
After Jasmine is Sharita, and then Nitra, Shell, Desiree, and then Jennifer. So if you ladies want to get your questions up, out, something, somebody, everybody, anybody, all the bodies. I'm still seeing nobody. That's awesome. That is very awesome. No. Why do you always say it's whatever I feel? It's always what I feel. I don't know what Sharita is, but Nitra, somebody keeps saying Nitra, somebody keeps saying for some reason you keep heavy harping on the past, like reminiscing, and I don't know whether it's all the bad things that you ever feel like you've done. You got the shadow card, the past life, and meditation. Somebody keeps saying for some reason when you do get into heavy thinking, it's all negative stuff, all past things that, or you're speaking negative things, like things that you've heard on yourself from the past, but you're doing what Jasmine was doing at first, not acknowledging the changes that you've made. Don't have to be a lot of change or a big change. Like I said, you all will congratulate a baby for doing something brand new. Oh my God, she rode over. Let's have a party. Girl, you know, we getting the grill out. She rode over today. You know, it's like, so if you're doing it, so if you're doing it for them, then do it for you. You have to acknowledge the little things that you change in order to see the bigger changes that you want to come in. If you won't take pride in the little ones, who's going to say that you know how to bask in the big ones? You have to know how to take them in and expand on them. It's like buying the perfect pair of shoes but never having nothing to ever wear it with. It's like, bitch, are you ever gonna wear these shoes? Girl, I still gotta find something to wear with it. I ain't never even found nothing to wear with these motherfuckers. Your foot gonna outgrow the shoe before you put that motherfucker on. If the shoe fit, wear it. If it's too tight, take it off. Now, Bernie Mac told y'all that shit in BAPS, and y'all already knew that. He told Niecy that shit in the BAPS. That's something that you knew. And what was she oh, that was so cute that y'all just did that. And what was she doing? Daydreaming. That's what she kept getting into trouble for. Dreaming all goddamn day. That's when she was thinking. When she was stuck in those crazy heavy moments of meditation, when people be like, you ain't doing nothing but daydreaming. No, you're meditating. That is empowering. That's awesome. Dream lover, come rescue me. Come on, Mariah Carey. Y'all know she just dropped something new. So if we're in our heads, let it be not a clouded space. We ain't got no time for that. Feel like Jennifer Lewis. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. If y'all don't, that is a side note. If y'all don't follow Jennifer Lewis on any type of social media, y'all sleeping in life. You can get your whole life right there. She's quite comical. I swear to God. That's that I can't save you from what you might see. There's no, I'm so serious. She says anything to anybody and she will cuss you out quick. So there's no safety. There's no protection. I'm telling you to enter her page at your own risk. But that shit is quite comical. That I promise. And she does this very much like I do. She teaches self-love. She does it very, very well. She's really good at that. Building people up. So Jennifer Lewis. It's like, if y'all don't know who that is, she's the grandma in Blackish. She's Tina Turner's mama, and what's love got to do with it? So yeah, she has a very good way of making you see yourself. It's very nice. So we got Nitra out the way. Shell is running back. She's running away, ladies and gentlemen. Shell's running. She's on the run. She's on the move. Somebody catch her. You got the teacher card. Shell, you're in a position to allow somebody to learn from you. You're the teacher. Remember, the teacher is always the student too. Told you, you're in a position to allow somebody to learn from you. Not even you, just learning from yourself, so that way you can bring what the most important part is, your younger self into your older self and make things merge. Because guess what this is all about? Being who you said you wanted to be when you grew up. Duh. Hence the inner child card. So why would you decide to say, I think I changed my mind about, healing some shit with me? She's a runner. She's a track star. She already knew. If you already knew you was on the track team, what you knew about me?
Mom.
Huh?
Mom will say, Kyrie's missing. Kyrie, stay with me. Me. He's already did that.
No reason to freak yourself out. Things keep happening just to test how bad you want it. Do you stand on yourself? It's always going to be something. Nothing is the same every day. Nothing is the same every day. So things are changing. Stand on your boundaries. Tell people exactly what you need, because you've already decided to bring this into you. You've already decided to give this to yourself. So I need y'all to help me gift to me. That's what this is. I like it. Now wouldn't be the time to go back on that. Don't do that. Look. Oh, your dog is...
He do that all the time.
Show your dog is your grandfather.
Look at the stranger.
Oh, he came back as both of your grandparents. Heart and mind. That's why you got the dog. That's why he loves on you so much. You keep wondering why we won't let you go. Why I won't let you go. All that compassion, all that love. I keep being all up in your face. Keep acting like you knew me before. I do know you before. I know you very much. I've been talking to you the best way that I can. With love. I've been talking to you the best way that I can, is what they saying. So now wouldn't be the time to not jump out. That's what we're doing. You have to say that you want this balance in order to get it. Stand in it. You started new. Why are you acting like you didn't start new? You did this part. This letting go, so you're standing new. Why y'all acting like y'all didn't do certain parts? Y'all have already healed certain portions. Old lovers. Old history. Y'all stepping into new creativity. Y'all have accepted a different portion of yourselves. Now wouldn't be the time to get started on any of that. It doesn't matter what's arising. You know what you want. That's why I don't know if I posted it on my page, but I know I posted it on Twitter. I said it is what it wasn't, but it is what it was what it wasn't, but it is what it's becoming. That's what it is. It was what it wasn't, and that's what you had. You had some shit that you didn't want. It was what it wasn't. You was holding on to a bunch of crazy stuff and whatnot, right? It was what it wasn't. But now it is what it's becoming. Allow that, though. You've done a lot to get where you at. That's because you keep expecting your start to look like somebody else's, but your start's going to look like yours. Just the same way, just because the teacher passed out the test is 25 people in the classroom doesn't mean that everybody starts on question 1. So you keep saying, what does it mean to start? Start wherever the fuck you want to. Just get the shit done. It don't have to look like nobody else's. Some people can cook in a messy kitchen, and some people have to have it clean and neat. Me, I'm one of the people that like to have it clean and neat. Some people can come in and say, girl, let me move this to the side. They can cook with a sink full of dishes. I can't. It gives me the heebie-jeebies. I'm itching just thinking about it. Don't talk yourself out of something you really built yourself up for. Desiree and Jennifer, if you two are still in here, then the questions belong to you all. Do you have a question for Talk to Me Tuesdays?
Me?
Yep.
Cinnamon Tuesday.
She holla talk to me Tuesday.
Let's see. That's a good question.
There is like a 98,000% chance that I told us that we would go to the game store to see if they had a basketball game for that game. We
Oh,
need
that's
it.
not
Okay.
Yeah, I was looking on Amazon trying to see.
I'm not from what we came on.
I don't know my business.
What shoot?
Trying to see what would be the best game because I was like, I don't know what game he has with his dad, so I was like trying to.
There's probably some really big upscale game though.
Yeah, that's what I was
But
like.
he likes,
But he likes, yeah. So
yeah. I mean, it's a game's a game's a
I
game.
think I was gonna get him the 07. But yeah. You want us to go right now? You want to roll with us?
What y'all gonna eat?
What you gonna eat, big boy?
Because we don't have no kids. Sky's staying with Michael.
Oh, Sky's gonna have that.
I want to go shooting.
Kayla's not at work until late. And Malik's giving her a ride back.
My question for Talk to Me Tuesday is, how do I get these answers without having to come to you?
No.
What type of inner work do I need to do to be able to, something like that?
Jennifer, your move goes when you say that it goes. As far as moving out of town. Your move goes when it, okay. The first card you got, Michaela, is go back to you. Close your eyes as if your thoughts, I'm sorry, feel, blah, blah, blah. Go back to you. Close your eyes. If you feel your thoughts drifting because of too much noise or too much to do, gradually shift attention to yourself, away from your thoughts and things around you. Feel all your attention shifting to you. You can use the center of your focus as a part of your body in which you feel safe and calm in. These things outside of you, lose their meaning. Stay in this way for 5 to 10 minutes. Giving all your attention to you instead of others gives you energy to be present to you, thus feeling calmer and more powerful.
They're always telling me some shit that I need to hear.
What? What did
You
you
got
say?
3
Oh,
cards.
I got 3 cards. Of course.
You got
It
feel
has
your
to be-
body. Close your eyes and feel your body. Just feel it. Don't do anything special. Concentrate on parts of your body, the soles of your feet, your thighs, your stomach, diaphragm, lungs, back, neck, face, and head. Give each part of your body attention as you stop there. Use 5 to 10 minutes for your whole body. When you pay attention to yourself, the feelings in your body, it's a bit like giving water to a flower. When you listen to the needs of your body, you can respond to them easier.
So you went red.
I went red.
So now you got 3 red hits.
The girls asked you to go red too.
They did. I mean, I can still.
You got pay close interest. Somebody said give this is just one to grow on. Pay close interest. Pay close interest to your body or your surroundings for a minute. Instead of placing a good or a bad label on things, try to think of them as interesting. That's so funny. I just had this thought about you the other day.
Don't be having thoughts about me.
Like looking at a painting with lots of detail. When you begin to label things around you, around you, turn it around and just call it interesting. When you stop labeling things, your mind is free and vigilant. When you feel these feelings, you will feel peace, which reduces stress from the body and the mind. Stress often causes negative thinking, which causes stress. Non-labeling will stop this vicious cycle.
Okay.
You got to give your scalp a rub. Rub your entire scalp with your fingers. You can close your eyes and let the relax of a good feeling slide through your whole body. This exercise is better with a friend because the oxytocin hormone related to another person's touch. Stress can cause pressure to the scalp and head area. By relaxing these thinking areas, you will feel more relaxed endings.
Well, thank you.
Yes, Sam, you should do a color. You should definitely do a color. Somebody is saying do some type of blue or purple. Sam, somebody keeps saying you keep thinking that if you don't carry your family, then you feel like you let them go or let them down in a type of way. But somebody is saying if you don't let us go the way that you carry us, like as if we're not here, you won't step into your full creative power. You have to find a way to make peace. Forgive whatever you feel like you didn't do. As a sister, as a daughter, as a cousin, as a whatever. Forgive yourself for whatever you feel like you didn't do, that you didn't step in and do what you do. You didn't do the healing thing. You didn't bring the vision, the clarity that you bring and make people slow down and think before they act or whatever. You didn't have time to like kind of be there, right? Let that shit go. Somebody is saying do a purple or a blue though. It will look really pretty. Something bright.
Look at
Something bright. Yeah, because you keep saying it's like I want to do something, but you keep feeling like your creative inspiration is weird. They keep saying we're holding it all because nobody wants you to come into something that you're going to whine about later. It's going to feel like it's too heavy because you're going to keep saying you're doing it for us. No, you're doing it for you. We just want to be there to support it. I feel like you sound like Ike Turner. You sound like Ike. Girl, I got dreams and I got dreams bigger than St. Louis. Okay?
Are you tired of it?
Which is awesome. And somebody is asking you to hone in and let them help you with that. Your brothers are saying, please, this is shit's about to go off. You've got cousins, you've got brothers, you've got
Close your eyes.
grandparents, like you've got folks like standing saying, dude, let's see what this is about to become. The only real person that's ever going to slow down to want to connect, the only real person that would believe in anything like this. Fucking awesome. Thank you. You're going to help us help everybody else, but we got to start with you. You knew you had dreams bigger than St. Louis. I knew you was Ike. I knew you was. Y'all was a trip. Oh, Michaela. Dang. Michaela.
Did you call me?
Yep.
What's up, baby?
I don't know. I'm gonna get out of here because I told Zai that I would take him to the store to get a game. He's had a really good couple of days.
I'm bad.
So, I guess I'm gonna get out of here. Somebody else just jumped in. Do you got something to say before I jump out? It's Talk to Me Tuesday, which means that you ask the question for whoever you are. I know Sam didn't ask a question, but she was definitely about to ask. I had 2 or 1 and 1. Okay, go ahead. You are so silly. Not the 1 and 1. Go ahead with your question. Oh, Jennifer, I'm sorry. I did not answer your question earlier. In order to let go and detach the way that you were, one, you have to accept your space, and how you allowed, yourself, your feelings and everything to be in that space and that time with that person for X amount of time. So forgive yourself for allowing yourself to be there. That's 1. And then 2 would be to start detaching as far as like a when you go back to experiences. So like when you're thinking of said person, which experiences stand out the most in your head, and then just kind of list them, write them out and kind of list them, and then slowly start to forgive those things. Even, you know how sometimes you still be with somebody, or you still allow them to, are you still engage with them sexually even when you're, because you feel obligated? Well, we are married and I don't want them to go get it. Like, you do that. So forgive yourself for any time that you've done those things. Get those things down. Understand those things first about the relationship that you're trying to exit from. You have to do a clear understanding of what, where, why, and how you stayed in order to get out of it, so that way you know what not to do with the next person. Other than that, what was your other question, Jennifer? I'm sorry. Or never mind. Other than that, I will be back on here tomorrow, but I will be either in the Louisville Healers or, you know what? I gotta really get better about that name thing, because I'm
House of Healing
or Black Louisville Healers. I'll be live on one of those two pages for Wine and Win Wednesday. So I hope you all will. I'll do an announcement on my page, obviously, but I will hope you all will follow me over there for Wine and Win Wednesdays. As always, love as many people as you want. It is always okay to love as many folks as you want at a time, as long as one of them is you. If you're not giving love to yourself, you are not properly giving it to anybody else. Other than that, I will be live before Michaela. If y'all not doing anything, Michaela is performing at Long Shots tomorrow. She's doing poetry at Wine Words Wings Wednesday Majiggy thingy. It's a Deep Sea Rice event. Pretty J the DJ is DJing, and then you got my forever lifetime DJ. Like, this man will DJ the soundtrack to my funeral. Be ready to turn the fuck up. DJ Empty Beats, Tony Duncan. It's Tony Duncan. Like, you don't even need to say nothing else. But like I said, Pretty J the DJ and Deep Sea Rice. So come out and enjoy poetry. And Michaela will be doing her first poem, so y'all should come out and support. But I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye.
Yeah, right.
I am right. I told people when I was doing poetry.